This is going to be the start of some, I guess you would say, audio blogs that I'm going to put out. And for quite some time now, this is going to be number one, and it's going to be the one about the children of Ukraine. I'm not downplaying any of the other children around the world and their plight. However, I just have a place in my heart for these children after hearing some of their stories and to seeing how beautifully they perform on stage, and just knowing this is a small part of the country of Ukraine. I have no interest in talking about the politics of the war. I'm just talking about the plight of the children. Thank you. I appreciate it if you listen, and it's raw, so I hope you enjoy it anyway. Thank you. I want you to think back. I mean, way back. You know, 50 or 60 years ago for some of us. I'm saying back to your early childhood, around the time you started school. Remember when you went to bed? How nice it was to be able to just fall asleep. No cares in the world, and just fall asleep. We normally would have nice dreams. In the morning we'd wake up, sometimes the smell of bacon being cooked, go into the kitchen, sit down to fried eggs, scrambled eggs. Yeah, some days it might be oatmeal, cream of wheat if you liked it. Now let's move forward. Now it's 2022, let's say. What if you were for what if you were a small child living in a foreign country? Let's say, I don't know, Ukraine? You wake up in the morning after 2 hours of sleep because it took that long for the bombing to quieten down so you could go to sleep. You wonder how close the bombing is going to be today. You can't go to school because it was destroyed last week. Or maybe your parents woke you up at 4 a.m. to tell you to hurry and get dressed because we must hurry. We must get to the underground shelter before the bombing starts today. This has been in my heart for some time now. I watched The Boys Kids International, and I've seen some incredibly talented children that were on there from Ukraine a few years ago. I wonder where they are now, or even if they're still alive. Recently, this is last fall, I saw two young Ukrainian girls who relocated as refugees in Spain. They have left some of their family behind. These are the fortunate ones. I'm not ashamed. Say I'm ashamed. Try that again. I am not ashamed to say I cried a little when I heard their story. We don't even understand their story. Recently, a few days ago, I saw a 7-year-old Ukrainian girl singing Let It Go from the movie Frozen in an underground shelter in the Ukraine. She was lucky enough to make it to the UK. Not only did she get to sing that song, but she got to meet the Elsa from the musical Frozen. All they want is peace. There's some beautiful children from the Ukraine. Zilata Komenenko, she's one of the ones that got to go to Spain. She has a story to tell. Another one's Angelina. They That's all they say is they want peace. Oh, Amelia and Anisovich is a young girl that sang the song "Let It Go" from Frozen. I just recently saw where Light Balance Kids was on America's Got Talent. They were on there a few years ago and got a golden buzzer. They were on there again in the super Super Champ show, and one of the girls told of her father was still fighting in Ukraine. Beautiful kids. She's the one that said about waking up at 4 o'clock a.m. and having to hurry to get dressed to get to the shelter. Karolina Protinsko is a very nice YouTuber who's 15 this year, has a YouTube channel. Her family immigrated from the Ukraine a few years ago. They got away from there before all of this started, and they miss their friends. I watched a video of hers the other day where she brought up the name Danielina Tulashova. Very, very talented young girl who won on The Voice Ukraine a few years ago. I'm going to close it by saying all these kids want is peace.